you're working a 9 to 5. You're coming home to do the housework.
Yeah.
You're looking after the 3 kids. You're even still cooking your husband fresh meals.
If I got married at 25,
Yeah.
I'd have been divorced by now. These men's mouth is very sweet.
My God.
Like, believe workings over what anybody tells you. Men know that they can't manipulate me. I'm a very firm believer of checking yourself. Like, if you're moving mad,
I like that one.
People just assume that, when you're the firstborn, there's entitlement, and it's like, life doesn't really work like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I look up to my sister even though I'm older.
If you could sit with your 22-year-old self,
The most unserious person ever.
what would you warn her about love, life, and friendships?
Okay. The first legacy I have, obviously, from a faith perspective, is that the creator of the universe created me.
Yeah.
That's my first legacy.
So
already my chest is high. Do you know what I mean? God was waiting for me to wake up. Do you know what I mean? Because the way
wake up and start.
Yeah, literally. He was just like, I've given you everything you need, get to work. Like, that's literally how it feels. Like, he's like, well, about time. Like, that's literally how I feel. Like, he was just waiting for me to like take the first step, and then he just put everything in order for me. So I'm grateful about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Legacy and Labour, the storytelling platform where we detail the experiences of firstborns, those who have had to step into the role, and individuals building legacies in real time. And today, for our fireside chat, I am actually joined by the leader of the Shaw Babes. This is a premium babe. And not even just that, she's the creative director, founder of a new Nigerian fashion brand. And we know that we Nigerian ladies, we love a good fashion brand. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Deborah Banjo. I like that the audience is clapping today. They're really clapping. We're really excited to have you in our midst. Deb, thank you so much for joining us here at Legacy and Labour for our fireside chat. You know, I'm actually really excited to get into this conversation, not just because of, your accolades, but you're also a firstborn daughter. Okay, Deb. So I like to play like a little this or that game with my guests at the start. So these are some rapid fire questions. Don't think about it too much. Just say whatever comes to your mind first.
All right.
Okay. So Owambe till 5 a.m. or day party with bottomless brunch?
Owambe till 5 a.m. Obviously.
Okay. Suya at midnight or Nando's peri peri wings?
Suya at midnight.
Balogun Market shopping or Oxford Street splurge? I know which one you're going to choose, but
it depends what I'm after. Because I can't, at this stage where I am right now, Balogun Market.
Okay. Summer in Lagos or Carnival in Notting Hill?
Summer in Lagos.
Afrobeats turn up or bashment set? So Afrobeats
turn up.
Okay. Which Afrobeats artists are you going to turn up to?
Well, my favorite Afrobeats artist is Davido. So yeah.
Shout out to Davido fans.
Yeah, shout out to Davido. Faye BG.
Okay. Uber with AC or Okada through traffic?
Again, it depends on what the mission is that day. But obviously,
right now,
of life, obviously the Uber with the AC.
Okay. Soft Life sponsorship or independent babe bag?
Well, life is hard. Soft life sponsorship. Life is hard, please.
Private chef dinner or shawarma after a night out?
Again, context is key. Shawarma after a night out.
Okay. Designer bag or business class flights?
Business class flights.
Nigerian men or black British men?
Nigerian men.
Why? Tell us why.
It's just what I'm used to, honestly. That's my usual spec.
That's interesting. Okay, your usual spec. Okay. All right. So one question that I like to ask my guests at the start before we get into the conversation is, what do you want people to learn from you today?
Oh, that's deep. What do I want people to learn from me today? I want people to leave, or obviously when they log off YouTube or wherever this is going to be, I want them to log off with a sense and have a sense of hope, and kind of know that anything is attainable. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you can do anything as long as if you can imagine something, you can bring it to life. Basically.
So, what's the last thing that you imagined that you brought to life?
Do you know what? My bank account.
Oh, so you manifested your bank account?
Like a well-paying job, being comfortable. Okay. Obviously, literally, definitely a well-paying job. Period. Yeah. definitely.
And in terms of like hope, when was the last time that you realized that, you know what, I don't have any hope, but I need to get to that place right now?
Oh, that's a bit personal.
But, I mean, we're trying to get,
yeah, let's go deep. I would say my last heartbreak, actually. Yeah, since we might as well get into it for real. Obviously heartbreak is not nice for anybody. Like, so I'll say, yeah, definitely my last heartbreak. And then, yeah, that was the last time I felt really like, oh, I feel really, really rubbish right now. But yeah, obviously the thing, like anything, life is all about seasons, so you're not always going to be down. And I always say that obviously the beauty of being at rock bottom is that the only way is up.
It's up, yeah.
So yeah, literally.
So going through heartbreak, your first daughter responsibilities as well, how were you able to juggle both of them at the same time?
I wasn't. Like, I literally had to check out. Like, and I'm grateful for the relationship that I have with my mum, especially now. If I can't do it, I can't do it. Like, if I'm not there right now, I'm not there right now. And like I said, I'm grateful to have someone who's understanding. Obviously, we weren't always like that. I'm sure we get into that at some point. But yeah, just having someone that really sees you, obviously outside of God, that really sees you and understands you and gives you that grace that you would want other people, that you'd want to extend to other people. Yeah. So yeah, definitely.
So what's something that you back then didn't know that you now is really grateful for in terms of like your responsibilities, like what you've gone through in life, and also that heartbreak as well?
I would say, I don't know actually, because not that I've always had it all figured out, but I haven't really had a sense of like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I've kind of always had an idea of what I'm trying to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's either I need to take the time out to plan towards certain things, or I'm fortunate enough to have it in some capacity and just add to it. So I can't really answer that question, I'm afraid.
Okay, fair enough. And in terms of like being the eldest daughter, and obviously you've mentioned that you and your mother, you've now got into like a better place than where you were.
Yeah.
What was that like, being the eldest daughter and clashing with your mum?
It was very turbulent, I would say. And obviously not just my mum, because obviously my dad is around. Yeah. Both of them. Like, honestly, sometimes it felt like a bit of a tag team.
Oh, like they were tag team?
Like them against me, literally. So yeah, it's always just been a bit weird. We're kind of like finding our feet.
Yeah. And what have you had to do as her daughter to kind of like say, okay, you know what, we're going to actually, I'm going to be intentional to get us to that place?
Definitely find my voice. Do you understand? Because I felt like a lot of the times, not that they silenced me, but I just didn't have it in me to like speak up and be assertive. Okay. To be like, you know what, I don't like this, or I would prefer this type thing.
When did you realise that, no, I actually have to be assertive and find my voice?
It wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago?
Because I mean, I'm like 32 now. Yeah. So I would say maybe like mid-20s.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
But why do you feel like it took that long?
I don't know. It's just weird. I feel like, obviously taking this back to like faith and stuff, I feel like everything happens at its appointed time. Yeah. So it's not necessarily before that I couldn't. It was just like, honestly, I kind of woke up one day and I was just like, I'm not going for this no more. Yeah. That's kind of, it literally just happened like,
you just woke up
instantly. I can't really pinpoint, this is what happened that made it happen. I just woke up one day and I was like, Mama, like,
that's it.
I'm not going for it no more. Do you know what I mean? And I just automatically just became vocal. And luckily my sister was also became vocal as well. So it kind of happened like clockwork. Like I said, nothing in particular really happened for us to like start speaking up for certain things. So yeah.
You have younger siblings as well. So do you feel like they kind of influenced you in terms of speaking up and speaking out? Because you know, younger siblings, they don't feel like they don't actually care.
My little sister, she's not even, I don't even like referring to her as my little sister because she's only like 5 years younger than me. She just turned 28. Yeah. So I wouldn't even say, I don't know. I feel like she's always been like that. Whereas me, it took me like kind of growing up and coming into myself as a woman to be able to be like, oh, I'm not standing for that. But my sister was always like that. Like from young, she was always like, if I don't like that, I don't like it. And there's nothing anyone can do about it. Yeah. Yeah. So
even as like the elder sibling and obviously having that automatic responsibility, that legacy of being a firstborn, do you sometimes like take inspiration from your younger sister in terms of how she does stuff as well?
Definitely. I always tell my sister that like the stuff that she has attained at her age, I was nowhere near doing it. So yeah, I always like take inspiration from, even though it should be the other way around in a sense, but Yeah, I look up to my sister even though I'm older. I look up to her a lot.
So I mean, there's going to be like other older sisters that kind of see the younger sisters and like they wish that they could do what their younger sisters do. But I don't know if it's probably like a sense of pride or kind of like shame. But
I don't know. I personally never felt like that. Like,
how would you advise older sisters that kind of feel like that?
I just feel like, you're the older sister, and this is the thing that I feel like we need to like do a lot of unlearning.
Yeah,
because I feel like people just assume that when you're the firstborn, the entitlement and it's like life doesn't really work like that.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like everyone's got their own individual walk of life, and she might be doing something that you never would have thought of at her age, and just respect it. I feel like it's just mutual respect and an understanding that not all fingers are equal.
Yeah,
everyone's going to be on their own type of thing. Do you know what I mean? So I just feel like I've always had that mindset, so it hasn't really ever bothered me.
Do you feel like it's also down to how your parents raised you as well?
Yeah, I would say that has like somewhat to do with it. But I wouldn't, even though I say that, I wouldn't say that me and my sister were raised fairly differently.
Okay, you were kind of like raised the same.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, with my sister actually, there was a period of time when my parents separated.
Okay.
So with her, I thought like if you're really going to be technical about it, she kind of got the short end of the stick because she had a period of time when my dad wasn't around. Yeah. Whereas for the majority of my life, I had both parents around. So if anything, she was at a disadvantage. But you wouldn't think that with everything that she's managed to attain and, you know, the life that she lives and whatever. So yeah, honestly, it just varies. You can never really like pinpoint. There's no manual or no like to-do list to make sure that you get a certain way. It just life is gonna life how it's meant to life, literally.
And as an older sister, what are some of the things that you're happy that you did in terms of your relationship with your younger sister?
I'm happy that she got to see me mess up.
Okay, yeah, that's different.
Yeah, I'm happy so that she doesn't do it, because there's some things that I decided to do that weren't really ideal in the grand scheme of things. That I would, if I'm being honest, they kind of like put a lot of my achievements on the back burner. Whereas with her, I feel like she's always been like goal focused, goal driven. I'm gonna get this done. Doesn't matter what I need to do, I'm gonna get it done. Yeah. Use all the resources around me to get it done. Whereas me, I was unserious for a lot of my late teens, early 20s. I was a very unserious person. So yeah, that's literally it. Yeah.
Okay, you were like unserious.
I was very unserious, very unfocused and very unserious. But it was like that from like, I would say secondary school. Yeah, I was very unserious.
But then that's really interesting from the perspective of the firstborn daughter, because you would expect like the firstborn daughter to be not necessarily prim and proper, but doing things how the parents would want it. You have like a set list of goals that they'll tell you should do life like this, you should do life like that. But from your perspective, you're like, I was the exact opposite.
So this is the thing, don't get me wrong, obviously there were expectations and stuff, but I was just so unserious and so unfocused that I'll be honest, like I gave my parents hell.
So were you like the black sheep, or were you like the blackest,
the blackest of sheeps?
You can answer the question.
Okay.
Did you ever have any resentment around how you were raised, or how your little sister was? Felt like maybe you missed out on freedom to speak?
I wouldn't say resentment. It's more like, you know what, you're doing that, period. Yeah. But it's not like resentment. I've never had any feelings of resentment. I don't know, I just feel like the way my brain works is that I would never go there
to be resentful.
It's more like, you know what, thank God you're doing it early. Yeah. Nip it in the bud from early. Do you know what I mean? So it was never like a case of like resentment. It could never be that.
No, because I think that's a serious conversation that needs to happen.
Definitely.
With elder sisters, because there will be a sense of resentment, not a sense of resentment, but there will be resentment.
That, you're doing this.
When you see your younger ones doing things that you wish that you did, but you didn't have that. No. And okay, so for somebody else that might be going through that right now, obviously we know that you haven't gone through that, but how would you advise them to kind of get over that resentment, or to take control of their lives? I'm
a very firm believer of G-checking yourself. Like, if you're moving mad,
I like that one.
You should be able to have a board meeting with yourself and be like, why? That's my sister. Like, why would I even think towards that way towards my sister? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm an advocate of having a board meeting with yourself, staff meeting. I call it a staff meeting. Check in with yourself. Yeah. If you're moving mad, you should be able to tell yourself that you're moving. You're doing too much. And if you have the opportunity to do so, have those conversations with your sister too. Because I'm sure once there's like common ground and understanding that obviously she's not doing anything intentional to hurt you, you know, the air will be clear, I guess. But I just feel like if you're resentful towards your siblings, I feel like you need to kind of like check in with yourself a bit.
Okay, that's firm. So if you could sit with your 22-year-old self,
The most unserious person ever.
what would you warn her about love, life, and friendships?
Hey, okay. Love. I will tell her that these men's mouth is very sweet.
My God.
Like, believe workings over what anybody tells you. Definitely.
Sorry, can you just say that again and just tell the camera, because
like,
the girlies need to
believe
know.
workings, like not just cha, show working. Like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, don't get lost in the sauce. Yeah, just kind of keep your head on a swivel when it comes to these men, because yeah, they'll tell you it's morning and you'll look outside and it's very much nighttime. So yeah, friendship. I would say don't prioritize the length of the friendship over the quality of the friendship.
Yeah.
Like, there's people that I've met in the last like 3-4 years that I can really see in my life for a long period of time. And then I've got only like maybe like 2 friends that I've known for 20 plus years.
Oh, wow.
So the majority of my friends are people that I've kind of met in the last like 5-6 years. So yeah, don't hold on to people just because you've known them for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, there's loads more people that you'll like, you know, run into that will
don't
add to the
close
quality
yourself
of your life.
off.
Yeah, definitely. But at the same time, I'm not the most friendly, please. I'm not doing any more charity work.
Hey.
Yeah, because there's some
No more
people, there's
charity
some real crazy people outside.
No, there's real crazies.
So if you're gonna welcome people, have your vetting procedure ready, like, because your life at the end of the day, and you know who you walk with can, you know, determine how your life pans out. So I'll say that if you are gonna be open to new connections, even with men, like new connections, new friendships or whatever, have a proper vetting system in place. Like my friends say all the time, I'm very strict. It's very regime.
We love a strict girly.
This regime is very strict.
A strict girly.
Literally, and I have the same energy for both men and women when it's in friendship and like relationships. It's very strict around here. Like I don't play. So yeah. So you said love, friendship, and
life.
I say life. I take my faith very seriously. So I just feel like whatever faith, you know, you believe in, have that on deck, you know, because you're gonna weather some storms. So yeah, just, you know, prayer, you know, meditation, devotion, all that kind of stuff. It will really come in handy. So, yeah.
That's good. So in terms of like where you are in life right now, you're in your 30s, you're unmarried, you're living like your best single life.
Like a disease.
Not like unmarried like in a bad way, but you know, society would expect you to be married by 25, like have 3 or 4 kids. Like there's a certain expectation.
Yeah.
And when women in their 30s go like against that norm, like you have people in the background, are you not gonna marry? Are you not gonna have kids, etc. So for you in this stage of your life that you are right now, like, how are you basically responding to those comments?
So basically, let me tell you something, I'm 32, right? If I got married at 25, I'd have been divorced by now. Yeah. I can say that on my full chest. Because I feel like 25-year-old me is way different from 32-year-old me. So I feel like I would have definitely been divorced. And I just feel like I don't feel the societal pressure to like settle down. I'm still on the fence about marriage and kids. I'll be very honest. And I have these like open conversations with my mum, because don't be expecting anything, because as I am like this, it's not, I'm not sure. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like earlier on in my life, I went to uni, no questions asked. I got a graduate job, no questions asked, you know, whatever. Yeah. This period, no one's running it apart from me. Do you understand? Yeah. So all those questions like, or you'll go somewhere, you'll go your auntie, you next. I didn't send you any message. Like, it's not me next. Enjoy the jollof rice that you're eating at this person's one and leave me out of it. Do you know what I mean? And my aunties, like my closest aunties, like obviously my mum's siblings and stuff, they know I don't play when it comes. Don't tell me, we're gonna do yours next. I did not send anybody message. I didn't give out any wedding ivy. Nobody sent you message. You understand? And I'm very like strict about that. Like, no one's gonna impose their expectations on me. As it stands right now, money is the motive. Like, I'm going wherever the cash resides. That's what I'm focused on right now.
Where the money resides.
Where the money resides.
Where the money resides.
So I feel like that's where I'm at right now. And my sister, even though she's younger, I kind of have a feeling that she's going to be on the same wavelength when she gets to my age. Yeah. It's like, I'm not letting anyone... Do you know what it means to like get married to someone and have children? Childbirth is
It's not a joke.
Beans.
It's actually not a joke,
it's not a
especially for the
joke.
wrong person.
Exactly.
And I think in this age that we are right now, the fact that people are coming and openly speaking on social media,
definitely.
and we're hearing so much about these married single women, like you're working a 9 to 5, you're coming home to do the housework, you're looking after the 3 kids, you're even still cooking your husband fresh meals because he doesn't want to microwave.
Like a jail punishment. Like,
no, really and
it's
truly.
not appealing at all. I'll be very honest. Like, I have candid conversations with my friends, and like sometimes like the day-to-day of marriage doesn't really sound appealing. Like as I am now, I can make a decision and nobody has to hold me accountable. I can do what I want. People in like long-term relationships and marriages, they kind of have even the thought of consulting somebody else is still it's still having, I don't know, it just seems very shaky to me. So I'm not in a rush. Obviously I don't expect to fall like this like forever, but where I am right now, and I'll be honest, I have felt like this for quite a while. So
how have you been so content in this decision of yours? Like, what was the process that you had to go to, like, to say, I'm actually okay never having kids or being married?
It kind of sounds bad, but seeing other people, some people do not make it look appealing. Like, I don't even talk about anyone like close to me. I'm just talking about like, you go online, someone's dragging their husband, they cheated, they were having an affair with somebody's friend and kinko, like that, because I know myself. I purposely avoid situations that could cause me to crash out. I'm a retired crash out, like I say it all the time, and I'm big on protecting my peace. So if a situation is not looking very appealing in that point, I'm very happy to leave it alone until I see different. Do you understand? And with saying that as well, I haven't met someone that I could be like, oh, you know what, like
I could settle down with you.
Like this could be a thing. Like I'm not there yet.
But then that's because you know yourself as well.
That's another thing. I feel like men know that they can't manipulate me. Men know that it's really strict around here. Like they will know within the first month that I'm not going for that. Like legit.
So okay, there are some girlies out there that want to be strict. But they don't know how to implement this kind of strictness. So what have you done that you're like, this is my dictatorship?
I didn't really do anything per se. I just feel like it's always been like my personality trait.
Okay.
Like by default, I'm not going for that. Talk less of like romantic relationships. And I just feel like when you're like self-assured, like I don't need validation from men. Like when I dress up, when I go out, it's not for the guys. It's for the them. Like, do you know what I mean? So I just feel like I'm not male centered at all.
How have you been able to decenter men? Because I know that a lot of women
they're not worthy of being centered. It's quite simple. Like, and that's not even me bashing men. It's just like there's more to life outside of men.
Than men.
There's your career. There's money. There's lifelong friendships and there's family. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel like when you focus on the things that you're meant to focus on, everything else kind of flows to you naturally. So you don't need to center one thing. I would say the same thing with my career. My career doesn't need to be the end all be all. When I clock out at 5, don't talk to me about work until Monday at 9 a.m. So it's literally, it's not just men. It's like in general, like don't center anything. If anything, center yourself, and then everything else that you need will find its way to you naturally.
What does centering yourself look like?
Taking care of yourself. Go buy a new wig. Go and buy some makeup. Go to the spa. Like, put money in your savings. Like, literally pour into yourself. Like, that's the only way I could really think about it.
About how that looks like. Centering yourself.
Literally.
Fair enough. And do you think that, some women, they settle out of fear of being alone?
Yeah.
And like they settle out of, my time is running out.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I need to quickly go.
Yeah.
So if there was a woman around you that you could see that was just about to settle for something that maybe this is not going to last, how would you advise her?
So with me, I love my friends. So I'm always, even if I'm opposed to what they're doing, I always come from a place of love. As strict as I am, whatever. But I feel like there's certain situations that you should handle with tact and be very delicate about. Because at the end of the day, they know what they're going through. Do you understand? They know what they believe. If they think that this is a situation from them, obviously I might have a different perspective from the outside looking in, but I'm always going to come from a place of love. And I just feel like a lot of people don't do that. Like I feel like even if you're gonna say, like I'm the kind of person, I'll just give you a bit of a like, are you sure? Like between me and
a little
you,
nudge,
like, do you know what I mean? Like around the corner, like, are you sure? Like
this
you
is
sure
what
you
you
have no doubts? Like that's me. And if you're certain, I leave it alone. That's me.
So you wouldn't do like an emergency?
No,
meeting,
I'm
get
like
them
take
out.
you around the corner and be like just me, like
what's
really going on? Like, are you sure? If you're sure, I'll back off. If you're not, let's do an escape plan quickly.
But then what if they say that they're sure, but you can see that this person is not sure?
I will keep asking. One thing about me, I I always leave an open door, like
Yeah.
with all my friends. Like if we have a conversation about something, if you want to revisit it, don't feel, oh, I already
can't.
told Deb that I can't come back. I leave an open door policy with everyone that I know.
Yeah.
So it's always a situation where I'm gonna ask you, like, are you sure? Are you sure? You're sure? And then if you are sure at that time, or if you believe you're sure, rather, cool. I personally believe that everything's going to happen how it's meant to.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
So what would be the cost of waiting for the right person versus choosing the available one?
I mean, it's quite obvious, you know, peace of mind. Like, hello, like peace of mind. But you know what?
It's not obvious to some people, you know.
I mean, because you're going to settle with someone that like cheats on you, doesn't respect you.
But then what if they say, but at least I have a husband?
You're on your own. If that's your train of mind, I'm gonna love you and leave you, honestly. But thankfully, I don't think there's anyone in my circle that would think like that. I feel like everyone's kind of like,
go for the available one.
I don't feel like I know. If you are that person, please just text me. So let's be arranging ourselves. But I don't think I know anyone with that type of
kind of like, type of mindset.
No, definitely not.
What advice would you have for that kind of girlie that does have that kind of mindset?
Oh, I don't have any advice, because if you think like that, then you're on your own. Like literally, like if you genuinely think like that, well, there's nothing I can say that will like change their mind, if that makes sense. If that's literally your train of thought, there's nothing anyone can say.
Okay. Yeah. So I have another question in terms of like the girlies in their 30s, approaching their 40s that are like, I don't see anybody that I want to settle down with. Like, no man is ticking the boxes for me, but I would still like to have a family that's like having kids and all of that stuff. How do you think we can move as a society, especially coming from like our backgrounds as well, being African, being Nigerian, in terms of taking that bold step to say, I want to start a family without a man?
I mean, there's people are doing it already. Like people are doing it. There's like, obviously it's not like a significant amount, but people are, there's I was going to say technology, but it's not technology. There's science and stuff where you can do that. If that's truly what you want to do, there's avenues to do it. That's what my thing, I say this almost every day, life is not hard. If you want to do something, there's always resources and provision for you to do said thing. Like life is really, we overcomplicate life a lot. There's always resources to do what you want to do. So if that's what you want to do, there's avenues to do it. Okay. So I don't have any problem with that.
All right, fair enough. So I kind of want to like just switch lanes a little bit. Let's talk about some of the legacies that you're building in terms of this new fashion brand that you've created called Oriofe, meaning grace in Yoruba. So like, just talk to me, where did that idea come from? And you being like a firstborn, like your experiences in life, like let's talk about how you're building this new brand.
So I just feel like in general, like aside from this brand, I've always been kind of like in my entrepreneurial bag. Like before this, I did have like a catering business. But obviously that was something that I was doing solely by myself, and then with the assistance of my mum. But obviously she's got sickle cell, so obviously strenuous hours in the kitchen is not really feasible. And I personally wasn't ready to expand and get like an industrial kitchen. So that's kind of like, I left that alone. So in terms of like legacy, I just feel like the first legacy I have, obviously from a faith perspective, is that the creator of the universe created me. That's my first legacy. So already my chest is high. Do you know what I mean? So because I'm very like into my faith and stuff. So that in my mind, that's like the first legacy personally. Like I know who created me. I know who my daddy is, literally my sky daddy. So that's my first legacy. But in terms of from a business perspective, I'm always trying to try something that I know that I could see myself doing long term. Okay. Like I'm never for the little like, you know, short, you know, little backyard things. I always want to build something that's sustainable and that will stand the test of time. So I'm very big on that. And obviously with this brand, before I started it, I am very much into Nigerian owned brands. Like, there's never a day when you don't see me like window shopping or purchasing something. So I've always been very much interested in Nigerian owned brands. So as someone that's obviously an enthusiast, why not delve into that? It was kind of easy, and the way everything is kind of like worked out for me is kind of like clockwork. It's like God was waiting for me to wake up. Do you know what I mean? Because the way
wake up and start.
Yeah, literally, he was just like, I've given you everything you need. Get to work. Like that's literally how it feels. Like he's like, well, about time. Like that's literally how I feel. Like he was just waiting for me to like take the first step, and then he just put everything in order for me. So I'm grateful about that, definitely.
I like that. I like that. So where did the idea to start Oriofe come from?
So I'm very big on like kaftans, like free. I love a bubble. I love a good bubble down. Like I love a bubble, literally wearing one now. So yeah, I've always been very big on that. So that was my first thing, like, oh, like let me come out with something
that you like.
That I like.
I like that.
And then I'll now take in what everybody else likes. Because at the end of the day, this is my resources, my provision. So I'm going to lead with something that is me, just as a staple. Like, you wear that, you're going to be like, oh, this is something Debs would wear for sure, like, undoubtedly. So that's what I came in with, what I'm coming in with, because we don't launch yet.
Yes.
We haven't launched yet. And then
You'll
after
be
that,
launching soon.
yeah.
And just in case anybody is wondering, I am wearing Ori outfit.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I'm wearing the Latin kaftan. So be on the lookout for that, guys.
Yeah, so that's obviously the leading piece, because that's literally something I would wear on a day-to-day. Not even on a day-to-day, like wear, like step out, like type thing. So then after that, obviously the things that are coming after that, there's going to be something for everyone. That's what I can say. I don't want to give away too much, but
yeah,
there's definitely going to be something for everyone. I'm trying to make it very like, I'm not trying to like shut anyone out. Yeah, I don't like. I get the whole inclusivity thing, but I want it to be for everyone. Yeah, like, we're not gatekeeping.
This is like you being authentically yourself. Exactly. And I think that's really important when it comes to like building brands, when it comes to building your legacies as well. Yeah. And I know that we've spoken about, well, you've mentioned that you really like wearing Nigerian owned brands. Yeah. What would be your top 5? Your top 5? Because the girlies want to know. What would be your top 5?
Top 5. So, oh my God. Okay, number 1, Wani Fuga. Okay. Definitely. Number 2, Ziva. Because I feel like one thing I like about Ziva is that you get the whole Lagos big babe aesthetic, but at a fraction of the price. Okay. Yeah, she's very big on sustainability. I think she makes all her stuff in-house. Right, yeah. She has like customized fabric or custom fabric. So yeah, definitely Ziva. Number 3, Niovo. Okay. Yes. To be honest, Niovo should be number 1. Okay. Ideally. But yeah, amazing brand. Obviously, I'm very cool with the owner. Shout out Julia. So definitely Niovo. Like they're another, when it comes to variety, they have everything you need. Like there's something there for everyone, for sure.
And okay, so we know that this December is coming around the corner. Give the girlies some tips of how to enjoy this December.
Okay, so I feel like we need to, there's a narrative going around that you don't need to have money, that you just need to look pretty and turn up somewhere, strategic positioning. Okay. You'll be in for the shock of your life if you go there with no money. I'm just going to say that. First of all, I don't know where this narrative started that, just beat your face, wear short skirt and stand outside and magically there's going to be men ready to take you in and buy your bottles. You'll be, especially in December, you'll be in for the shock of your life. So I would say have your Vex money ready. Like, if he's not paying, we're still getting lit. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely. I don't know where that narrative started. I've been seeing it a lot recently. Oh yeah, just beat your face and, be there at a certain time, and you'll be, especially in December, you need to understand that everyone's competing for the same thing you're competing for. Everyone's competing for a spot in the section. You've got people from America, from Canada, from the UK.
And the Americans, like they're like,
very shameless.
They will spend.
Yeah. So I just feel like we need to dead that narrative. So I would say definitely have some form of money or like the means to pay for something if the plans go left. I'd say book in advance. Like if you haven't booked your December flight, and all the best. So I would say, book your flight, book accommodation as well. Again, like as like glamorous people make Lagos to be in December, we don't have the infrastructure to sustain so many people at a time. Yeah. So book in advance because things will get booked up. Prepare for traffic. If you're leaving somewhere and the sat nav says 20 minutes, just having your mind that you might be sitting in one place for an hour because the traffic is not a joke. So I think those are the things. So have your money, book in advance, and allow time for your up and down because traffic is going to be very deadly.
Fair enough. And I know at the start I asked you, what do you want people to learn from me today? Based on everything that we've spoken about, the advice that you've given, what would you want people to learn or take away from everything that you said?
Kind of like what I said before, like if you can imagine something, like I imagine my brand in my head, I used to daydream about it all the time. If you can imagine something, then you can bring it to life. There's no reason why you can think about something and not make it like reality.
Make it happen.
Like, or else you wouldn't think about it. Do you know what I mean? I feel like anything, it could sound crazy to somebody else, but as long as I've thought about it, I can make it happen. Like hard work and hard work, dedication, faith as well. Literally, and provision, like save your money, you can make anything happen. Literally.
I like that. And one thing that I like to do with my guests is if you could look into the camera.
Okay.
Yes. And speak to yourself in the future. Talk about the legacies that you want to leave behind. Say a little message to yourself, something that you can look back on, tick the boxes and say, God did that.
Oh, okay. Well done, you're a millionaire.
In Jesus' name.
You made so much money. You've touched the lives of so many people, because obviously, even though we didn't speak about it, I'm very big on giving back. Like anytime I am in Nigeria, I do give back in some capacity. So well done, you're touching lives, you're changing lives, you made money, you're successful. Keep going, don't stop, don't get tired, never relent. Like I'm very big on, you've done something, don't get complacent. So well done that you kept going. You made so much money. You helped so many people. You gave to so many charities. You did that, girl. Well done. Proud of you.
I like that. Proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our fireside chat with Deborah Banjo, the creative director and founder of Oriofe, the clothing brand. I'm your host, Agnes Yoande, and I hope you really enjoyed that conversation. Thank you.
Thank you.